The market is up again and Pudgy Penguins is rising with it. Now, is there still selling pressure due to the airdrop? Are the whales still buying? Let's have a look at the on-chain metrics most people aren't considering. The PENGU token has now been out for a few days, so we can actually have a look at the current trends. We can try to estimate where the price is headed from here. Now, PENGU is still the largest trending token on Solana in terms of liquidity. It's at place number 1. We've got 20 million. Number 2 is Popcat, followed by Fartcoin. And it's one of the top gainers in the last 24 hours. This is not the first video on PENGU on this channel. I published one day after launch, and that video outperformed the average video by 2.9x. So there's clearly retail interest. And a lot of interest, a lot of attention might in the end lead to more purchasers, which might lead to higher prices. Now, at the time, the price was at 3 cents. Now we are at 3.1 cents, so not that much of a difference. There is a difference though how now the price discovery is made. Most trading volume now happens on the centralized exchanges. So LBank, which is a white labeled Binance, is at number 1. The actual Binance is at number 2, but we've also got OKX, Maxi, Gate.io and Bybit as primary places to buy the token. On top of that, we've also got levered bets on the price, which is led by Binance with more than 500 million worth of trading volume in the last 24 hours. The launch wasn't too pretty because the retail sold off the airdrop. The price went down by almost 60%, but we do see a recovery in the last few hours. What's driving that recovery? Why are we up 35% from the bottom? We can get a first hint over here on the right. Have a look at the number of buyers and sellers in the last 24 hours. We only see 33% buyers versus 67% sellers, while the price went up. In other words, the buyers tend to move more than double the amount than the sellers do. It's the big guys that are buying, and it's the small retail people, the airdrop claimers, that are selling. On-chain, we've got now almost 500,000 holders. But not all of those holders are created equal, right? Some of them might just hold a few cents of the token. Others might hold hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of the token. And so it seems like since the beginning, since the launch, the centralized exchanges are scooping up more and more of the token. Have a look at the number of first-time traders in purple and the number of recurring traders in orange here on this left chart. We tend to be trending downwards over time. And if the token was 100% traded on-chain, that would be bad for the price, right? Because that would indicate less interest. But again, we see how the trading volume has shifted, right? Now it's only 10% that happens on Radium. When I recorded the first video a few days ago, it was still 29% of trading volume on-chain. So the market makers are taking over the supply. Now, what does this mean? I believe it means that there's probably going to be more volatility in the future. Because again, volatility creates attention, attention creates trading volume generates fees, and thus profit for the centralized exchanges. Here's the trading volume over time on-chain in US dollars. So that's on the left. On the right side, we've got this normalized to 100% for each day. What's also interesting is that the number of holders on-chain didn't really change that much. So we've got the number of retail holders on the left. So that's now wallets that have at least 33,000 tokens. At the current price, that's roughly $1,000 worth of the token. In the middle, we go at 10x from that. So that's now $10,000 worth of the token. On the right, another 10x. So that's now $100,000 worth of the token. It seems like the people that have significant amounts aren't yet selling. Or in other words, they are expecting the centralized exchanges to take over even more of the supply. Because again, the PENGU token is still the most liquid of the tokens on Solana. And that might change very soon, similar to how the centralized exchanges also bought up the Chill Guy token and the Goat token and the Peanut token. Now, here's the thing. Recently, the altcoins are having a very nice run. What we've got over here is the others dominance. So how much of all of crypto is currently in the altcoins that are not in the top 10? And within a month, this went up by roughly 25%. A lot of money from traditional finance is finally flowing into crypto again. The stablecoin market cap tends to rise. It's even accelerating recently. And that's happening since the beginning of October of last year. What we see over here, that's the Terra Luna collapse. This is the Anchor protocol going bust. This is when UST depegged. It started the bear market where also FTX imploded, and then we saw the turnaround at the beginning of October of last year, and now we really see money coming in. All of crypto is going up. This is the bull run. The issue is that especially for the people that just recently start out, most people tend to buy the things that just recently went up. Most people simply buy the things where currently a lot of attention is. But the art in crypto, I believe, is to buy the things before everybody looks at it. Because once especially the very risky tokens, they are already large, then we mainly see profit taking. For example here, this is the largest meme coins in the pump.fun ecosystem. So that's the launchpad of meme coins on Solana. And just have a look at this, right? This is the performance in the last 7 days. Most of those tokens went down. It's about buying tokens before they become large. For example, over here, this is the GOAT token. It's currently at 70 cents. And I try to be early on this channel, right? I published a video when it was still at 24 cents. And so this is what this channel is all about, right? It's trying to identify tokens that have positive momentum, a lot of organic growth, but at the same time that still have the 2, 3, 4, 5x potential. And so if you want to be early next time, feel free to subscribe over here. I publish videos regularly. Now, how do I find tokens like GOAT early? Why am I so confident that tokens like this can go higher? The answer is wallet tracking. So the blockchain is 100% transparent and we can have a look at what are other people doing. For example, over here, right? This is a signal today. We see how influencer CryptoGains bought the agent token for 0.035 cents. That was over here. Afterwards, the price went up by 120%. Then, of course, subsequently, it still went down. It's still up since the purchase. But that's how the game works, right? You want to buy tokens that currently have momentum. You want to take profit very early, and you want to buy the things that other influencers buy. You want to buy the things that insiders are buying. You want to buy the things that other top traders are buying. Now here's that influencer, that CryptoGains influencer. He's currently got more than 130,000 subscribers. He's reaching the 140k, and through on-chain analytics we found a lot of his wallets. We've got 55 of his wallets that we are tracking, where we get alerts whenever he buys or sells something. And so I just had a look at his recent video. This AI agent crypto will 100% make people millions. That's the strawberry token. So that's published just 19 hours ago when the price was at 26 cents. And we got our alert that CryptoGains bought the token for 17 cents. And so subsequently the price went up by 215%. But surprise, surprise, once the video hits YouTube, it's already too late. We did see quite a correction subsequently. So have a look at this, right? This is actually 17 hours ago, right? This is the top at 11 p.m. Now it's 4 p.m. And this video was published 19 hours ago, but that doesn't really match with the price. So the video was published somewhere when the price was already here. So something happened between recording of the price and publishing of the video on YouTube. And so here's potentially what happened, right? It's just a guess, but probably CryptoGains bought the token. He found it very interesting for whatever reason. He then potentially talked about this in his premium community. Then some of his people might find the token interesting as well, right? It might have been a recommendation to buy, but it's simply just a mention potentially in that community. A lot of his followers buy the token and they're pushing up the price further and further. And once the YouTube video hits, that's then when they tend to sell. That's probably why we see the recent decline. And so that just shows how much power there is in wallet tracking. With wallet tracking, we can be among the very early buyers. We can buy directly with the influencers, with the insiders, before all of those other people buy in. It's really about getting an edge in crypto. It's really about learning more than others. It's figuring out the data that most people are too lazy to compile or they don't have the capacity to compile. Now, I talk now a lot about this single influencer, but it's actually not just CryptoGains that we're looking at. For example, check this out. This is Crypto Banter. They've got 1.1 million subscribers. When they talk about a token in a video and thousands of people watch that video, of course this generates attention. Of course this pushes up the price. And so of course we also have some of their wallets. We've got 33 that we are tracking. Well, have a look at this. This is Alex Becker, 1.5 million subscribers. And we've got 12 of his wallets. I really believe this is the way to make money in crypto. It's not drawing random lines on charts, etc. It's getting an information edge. It's working for that information edge. And so that's why I created a tutorial course just on how to find influencer wallets, how to then set up alerts for those influencers, and how to then also interpret the signals that we get from the alerts. It's 8 videos in total, and it's all part of the premium membership of this channel. Now, I do not pump and dump on on this audience, right? We are just trying to find information outside of the community. Now, premium is not just about wallet tracking. It's also about backtesting indicators. It's also about risk mitigation, portfolio diversification, on-chain analytics. There's more than 100 tutorial videos in total. Once we have a wallet signal, we of course also have to discuss when should we buy, when should we sell. We have to compare our on-chain analytics. That's why we've got the dedicated chats on the individual altcoins as well. So feel free to check it out. It's currently $165 per month. There's also a 1-week money back guarantee. So in case you don't like premium, in case you don't learn anything, just message me within the first 7 days and I will refund you 100%. There's really zero risk for you. And so, does it still make sense to buy Pudgy penguins? It seems like the selling pressure from the airdrop is somewhat waning. It seems like the centralized exchanges and the market makers are buying up more of the token. And it seems like this whole process hasn't yet finished. And so I believe it makes sense to continue holding. I believe that the PENGU token is likely going to outperform for a while until we have less and less liquidity on Solana. Once the liquidity pools on Solana are only, say, 5 million, not 20 million anymore, then it probably makes sense to sell. Then the centralized exchanges own everything. Now, the centralized exchanges are unlikely going to crash the price instantly because they now hold all of that supply, but they are going to increase volatility. In other words, at that point, it makes no sense to use things like stop losses, right? It's not a good idea to have a stop loss on a token that goes up and down violently when it gets manipulated. Now, most upside potential for any token is pretty much gone once the centralized exchanges own everything. Currently, they don't yet own everything, so it makes sense to hold, but maybe in a week or two, I believe it's time to sell. If you got some value out of this video, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. See you in the next video or see you in premium. Cheers.